Good afternoon and welcome to the first edition of the Highlander News for the 2018-2019 school year.
Broadcasting live from the Highlands News Studio in Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
I'm Kat Finsett.
And I'm Nick Fisher.
It's a brand new school year, and along with that comes a brand new administration. Besides a host of new teachers, we also have a new athletic director, guidance counselor, and security officer. But our new principal, Mr. Bertasso, is already known for his enthusiasm and school spirit. He started things off differently than in years past. Jake has more.
So the big piece of changing up the first day is to set the tone and the mood for the school year, to create a culture that we want to have kind of control of as we go into the new school year. So when we started working with this first day activities kind of thing, I pitched it to all the teachers at our first day, our first opening day.
You know, having been here for 12 years, there's one thing I know about Highlands, and it's the idea of we like routine, and to be approached with this idea of jumping out of our routine and doing something different was something that raised excitement, but also questions.
And there were a number of things that we were looking to accomplish with the different activities. So the first, we'll talk about the giving back one. We're so fortunate here in Fort Thomas. We have a lot of things that others don't. We have a great facility. We have, really a lot of great resources that a lot of other schools don't have. And so we wanted to take a moment to give back and recognize that we're appreciative of the things that we have. The activities, the school spirit stuff out on the football field was really geared to giving students, kind of a way to release pressure. Go to a game. Be a part of that. Here's some different games that we play. Take the time to have, to be a teenager, have some fun.
And then the first day of school, I was feeling the school spirit. I was into it. I've been going to football games now, which I haven't done at all.
Activity that we did down in the cafeteria is hopefully going to help us as teachers and as educators see what is more engaging, more appealing. Ways that we can ask the right questions, present the right activities, teach information in a different way.
At first, I didn't really like it that much. With the earlier stuff, I thought it was exhausting because I just woke up back at school all of a sudden. But then later on, with where we could act like a teacher, a good classroom versus a bad classroom, I really like that because I have to show off my skills at being a teacher. It's great.
So for me, school spirit's really important for our culture to be able to really intertwine our wants, connect us to one another, and to all have a sense of community.
There we go. Now we got a little bit of energy in this group. I like that.
Thanks, Jake. Personally, I thought it was a great way to start off the school year in style.
I agree. I also thought that the blue and white academic rally was another welcome change of pace to our usual award ceremony, even if it was a bit warm out. Autumn is still on its way. However, fall sports are already in full swing. What can you tell us, Vea?
Thanks, Nick. Fall sports have been going very well for the Bluebirds. The boys soccer team is currently 11-0-1. Offensively, junior Cayman Stevie and senior Luke Schweitzer lead the team in scoring with 8 goals each on the season so far. Junior Porter Hedenberg has had the most assists, totaling 9 as of now. Defensively, the 2 varsity goalkeepers have done big things for the Birds. Senior Will Burnham has held opponents to 4 goals, and junior Nick Fisher has only let 1 goal by while in the box. Good luck, boys, in your coming games against North Oldham and East Central. As for the Ladybirds soccer team, who is currently 7-1, big things are happening. Offensively, senior Lindsay Meyer has totaled for the most goals scored thus far with 11. Lindsay, along with junior Tatum Price, are responsible for the most assists as the girls have 6 each. On the defensive side of things, junior goalkeeper Maggie Heingardner currently has 31 saves. We wish the girls luck as they take on St. Ursula, Beechwood, and Holy Cross next week. On to the volleyball team. The girls are currently 12-3 with a big win this Tuesday against rival NCC. Senior Margot Seidel leads the team in kills with 131. Junior Audrey Graves sets the offense up for success as she has put up 412 assists in the past 15 games. Senior libero Olivia Gessner currently has 133 digs, making it difficult for a team to put the ball down against the Birds. The girls are hosting the Cake Classic here at Highlands this weekend, so be sure to come and support. The boys and girls golf teams are both undefeated in match play this year. The girls have won 6 tournaments so far, progressing very well through the year. Senior Ryan Lee and sophomore Justin Gebhardt have both been medalists in tournaments and looking forward to leading the team in more victories in the upcoming season. Good luck to the girls and boys as they will compete in the Northern Kentucky Athletic Conference tournament next week. The cross-country team has competed in 3 races since the start of their season. Most recently, the team was in the Mason Invitational. The boys' fastest time was run by the sophomore Will Griffith, who ran a 17:45. As for the girls, sophomore Maggie Schroeder finished 5th in the race with a time of 19:11. As of right now, the girls are projected to finish 1st at state and the boys are projected 4th. Good luck to their team at their race tomorrow. The football team has started off strong with an overall record of 3-1 on the season. The Birds have defeated Rio, Campbell County, and Cooper so far. Senior quarterback Grady Kramer has played a large role in the Birds' offense this year with 317 passing yards currently. One of his large outlets this season has been junior Hunter Offeld, who has 129 receiving yards as of now. Defensively, the team has had 6 sacks against opposing quarterbacks. The football program underwent many changes this season, and Porter has more.
This year, Highlands football has made some large changes to its program. With 2 new coaches and a new athletic director, the team will be looking to have an improvement from last year's 6-6 record. We talked to some of the team captains to see what they had to say about this season.
This year we added 2 new coaches. Coach Umberg, he's going to be working with the running backs this year. That was a position that previously some coaches had rotated around through after Coach Lynch left a couple years ago. So now the running backs kind of have their own coach now. And we also added Billy Huddleston. He's going to be coaching the receivers this year. And we'll be in good shape. We got a lot of good coaches and we're ready to go.
With the addition of those coaches, I think it'll certainly help us as far as specializing on certain positions and allowing them to improve individually and thus making our team better.
So our off season, we literally started working out the day after our last game last year.
From January, winter weights, all through spring ball.
We come in probably 6 days a week, whether that's watching film, practicing, just learning new things each and every day from our coaches.
We're a lot better mentally and physically prepared for the season.
You should expect an improvement upon years past. We try to improve every year, and we think we've put the work in, and our ultimate goal is to win state.
Our job is to win state.
The final goal is to win state.
The Birds are currently 3-1 and are looking to improve off their record tonight with a win against Lexcath. We wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Porter. I'm very excited to see what our football team can do. Hopefully, they'll bring back a W tonight at Lexcath and go a long way in the playoffs this season. Also, good luck to all of our sports teams this year. So far this year, the Ozone has been incredible coming out and supporting our community, so keep it up. Speaking of supporting our community, our very own school resource officer, Mr. Rolfer, started a new business.
Some of you may have seen our new resource officer, Mr. Rolfer, around the hallways. He's much more than simply a police officer. His family recently opened up a new food truck business called Brent's Landing along the banks of the Ohio River. We went down there to check it out.
This property came up for sale about 5 years ago, and when it came up for sale, I knew it was a really special piece of property because there's not a lot of places like this where you can get right down by the riverbank. And so my family bought the property, and that's kind of where it started, and we didn't really know what we were going to do with it. It was a mess at the time, so we spent a ton of time cleaning it up and trying to make it nice. And I've always known how to make a pretty good hamburger, so we started thinking about how could we get the public down here in a way that the property would stay nice and we could make some money for all the improvements we've had to do to make it nice. And we came up with the idea of putting together a trailer and starting a hamburger and ice cream place. Now we also have some really good employees, some of who work at Highlands, and that's been extremely helpful. And then this is a family thing. It's not just me, so my family steps in, and sometimes you'll find me down here working, sometimes you'll find my wife, and then sometimes you'll find other family members of mine. So I have a lot of help with it, and it's been really great. Our specialty is hamburgers, cheeseburgers if you want a cheeseburger or a hamburger. We have conies, hot dogs with cheese. We've got soft pretzels and queso, chips and queso, and then ice cream and floats. And we are open right now Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We're open Thursday and Friday from 5 to 9, and we're open on Saturday from 11 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. This has become a really beautiful place through a lot of work, and I want people to come and enjoy that and have just a nice time down here.
Thanks, Vea. Brent's Landing will be a wonderful addition to our community. Unfortunately, it flooded in the massive rainstorm last weekend, so it is closed temporarily.
I really hope they can get it running soon. But finally, it is a Friday, and that means it's time for another installment of Fisher's Fun Facts. What do you have for us, Fisher?
Hello and welcome to Fisher's Fun Facts Friday.
Fisher's Fun Facts on Friday.
Did you know snakes can predict earthquakes? That's why I have 4 of them. Did you know the voice actor of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse got married? I would not want to live in that house. Did you know the British royal family is not allowed to play Monopoly? Thank God, because I hate that game. This has been Fisher's Fun Facts Friday. Remember, buy a snake, get married, and don't play Monopoly. Have a lovely day.
Your facts amaze me every time, Fisher. Thank you. That's it for our first edition of the Highlander News. I'm Kat Finsett.
And I'm Nick Fisher. Have an awesome weekend, Highlands.